a newly upgraded function of BrushNet. That is, modified more perfectly. Then a new function of expanding the image was added. This will make it easier for us to expand the image. Expansion is different from the image expansion that comes with the system. Let me briefly introduce its use. I use online mirroring. Just click on my image. This way, everyone doesn't have to use it directly. My workflow all here. If you can't see this workflow, it means that my image has not been updated to the latest version. Just click on it and it will be ready to use. Everything about the model has been installed. Just use it directly for design or work. If you want to install it locally, then search for this BrushNet in my notes. There is a very complicated installation tutorial, or model download, etc. There are also workflow downloads. Local installation. Everyone go look at my notebook. I share my notes directly. This is convenient for everyone. Take notes when studying like me. Okay, let's briefly introduce this new addition. The new thing is to upgrade this. It's not very clear what to upgrade. Anyway, it's just generation and replacement. The effect is better. The edge processing is basically perfect. Cannot say. But very deliberate. You can tell it's P at first glance. Can't see it now. Let's briefly introduce its usage process and install the model and so on. Here is a big model. Lower model. Add one of its. Add a BrushNet handler to it. Then it needs to connect to the model. This model of its own. Then the model installation is also. I have installed all of these. If you want to see this installation, look at my notes. Then this is a semantic segmentation of one, and the same is true for another. Connected to a model. Then this is also a model. Fill in here the content to be modified. Then here. Here is the screen for filling in the pictures you want to cut out for the content to be picked. Cut out this cake. Here is where you need to fill in what you want to modify the color part into. This is the burger. Then submit it to this, the modifier of ControlNet. Submit it to the sampler. The generated image will directly replace this with a hamburger. This is its basic function of modifying pictures. Everyone, listen to my explanation. In fact, you don't have to manually connect it yourself. Just use it directly. Because how to connect this? There is no skill in that. Once you read it and open it, you will know. I learned it while using it. So I won't teach you this link. Below is a new image expansion function. The image expansion here uses the system's own system. But what path was this new function? The image expansion function is the same. This model is also selected for the model here. You also need to select this model. As for installation or something, just read my note. This is also added and its specific model. I haven't received its new features yet. Image expansion function. Here is the field in, the size of the four expanded sides. Because each side expands 200. He will enlarge the image perfectly. The advantage of this expanded image is fill in the content of the screen here. The expanded image here is different from the one that comes with the system. If the system comes with it, the edge fit will not be so perfect. So this is the most perfect one among the expanded images currently. Okay, you can use my workflow directly. Ready to use. I won't teach this linking method. You will know this connection method when using it. As for how to install the model, you have to look at his project page for this. Or just look at my notes. Detailed introduction to the installation steps. But what I'm talking about here is, then you can use it directly. I think its purpose is to work efficiently. As for this workflow, someone has arranged it for you. You can just use it directly. As for how to deploy, if you use it for a long time, you will get it by yourself.